Okay, what's up guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm back again, and in this video I'm going to discuss on a matter, or let's say a technology that has been there for quite a long period of time. And in this video I'm going to discuss on the Infinix phones and the views towards my country people, on everyone at large, let's say Kenyans with Infinix phones. So before I continue, I'm filming with this. This is just a ring light that I borrowed from one of my friends, but that is not the matter of discussion today. Let us move straight ahead to the video and what you think about it. So let me begin. So in the Infinix company is a company that started off in, let's say, in the early 2013. For a company that has been there since 2013, it's not that old, considering now that we are in 2021. Those are a couple of years back, and they've had a great shot towards perfecting their products. However, in a very long period of time, so many people, and let me say just so many Kenyans, have been complaining about this company. Just the other day we saw the brand ambassadors being endorsed, which are the Sauti Sol artists. I don't know if the company has changed towards its strategy and towards its production. I've not encountered any of the latest Infinix phones, but I believe that the matter on the quality of the Infinix phones is to be discussed, and that is what I'm here to address today. So feel free to comment on what you think, and before I continue, let me just advise that these are my own personal views concerning this product, and these are my own personal views and and my friends' views on the products. So it's a conversation, and it's essential that we keep it moving for the betterment of the technological field, which is the field that I look up to. I thank you so much for coming into Zack Technologies and clicking on this video to be able to see the content that I have for you today. So in past years, guys have been really complaining that the Infinix smartphone has, okay, just wait a minute. So guys have been really complaining that the Infinix smartphones are not quite good as such, because when one buys an Infinix phone in Kenya, it may end up staying at the local phone maker for a long time. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but that's how it is. So we had a recent article that guys were saying that although the Infinix company had branches all over, the company was basically had a manufacturing center in China. So basically, I'm clear to say that it is one of the Chinese companies. But we also have so many Chinese companies, and their phones are doing quite well. I don't know what are your views and what are your concerns. So the Infinix Note 2, which is the phone that you see right here, the Infinix Note 2 was a phone that was developed in 2015 with very great specs. However, it had a battery charging chipset with a very high number of problems. So thinking of upgrading the phone to, let's say, an Infinix Note 3. Yes, an Infinix Note 3 Pro. It also came again. The phone didn't have clear signal coverage, if I may say. Whenever you used to dial on the phone, you could experience issues with the signal coverage of the phone. Maybe the signal coverage was not was not covering such a great outline, if I may say, because I don't know why most people will not advise you to buy an Infinix phone, although their sales have increased so much. I think it's both because of the pricing. The pricings of Infinix phones are normally low as compared to some other companies. Of course, we have some other companies which have lower pricing PowerPoints than the Infinix. However, today, the matter of discussion today is the Infinix phones. So in the later stages, the phones and maybe if they are not going for repair, the phones are not actually serving quite a good deal because of the issues of people having the issues of hanging. The phones hang so much. I think it's because of the processor they use, which I think should be looked into. Yes, the processors they use and the overall development of their products. So the network receiver in the Infinix phones are generally not that strong. They are weak, and mostly the Infinix phones will lack one or two crucial bandwidth, like the one being on fiber 4G. The one for fiber 4G, they will lack one or two bandwidth. So here's the thing about one bandwidth. The greater the bandwidth you have, the greater your connection is. That's what you know. So bandwidth is the total measurement of the amount of throughput per a given specific time, and in this case we measure it in terms of seconds. So if this is lacking some of the two or more bandwidths, which means that it's going to limit you in terms of your connection, and the essence of the phone is for communication. So if we cannot achieve that, I don't think that the phones will actually pass out to be these great phones. The Infinix phones are designed for cheapness, if I may say, because their pricings are rather cheaper, that making so many Kenyans going towards buying these phones, which is something that I would not recommend. Even though I may not know, even though if I may say that you have the capability to buy a better phone, I'm not discrediting the Infinix phones. I'm just saying that they may have issues. Just expect issues when you buy an Infinix phone. I don't know about the companies that are here today and they have done. Maybe they will have to change my mind in future, but Infinix phones are not a phone that I will recommend to anyone trying to purchase it. To be clear, at the Infinix Note 2 and the Infinix Note 3 Pro, which I have heard people talk about them and people complain so much about them. So we also have other companies that I think you should also know, and you can tell me if I can talk about them. That is the itel company, which is very famous in Kenya, the Vivo, the Oppo. They are very famous company in Kenya. Some of them are doing quite well, however some are not doing quite a good job towards their production and manufacturing. I don't know if this is the case of using an Infinix phone similar to the one in Kenya and the one in China or any other country. Are they experiencing the same problems? I don't see so many high-end tech reviewers talking about them unless it's a sponsorship ad. But I will prefer if more and more tech bigwigs talk about these phones, because personally, for me and for us Kenyans, for me, let me just speak in terms. For me, I will not recommend having Infinix phones and buying Infinix phones. I rather go opt for a Xiaomi, who have done a very pretty good job, and for others. So that's the video I had for you today. I'm sorry my voice is low because I'm recording during the night, but please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and please stick around for the next video. Adios.